Congratulations on your purchase of the Digital Katana Facial Steamer. This video will cover everything from unboxing your new item to assembling and using it. Let's get started. When unboxing your item, you can feel free to use a cutter. Just do not cut too deeply into the boxes. You will find a product manual. Make sure you hold on to this. Also, please hold on to your original packaging until you have assembled and used your unit. Once you have made sure that everything is there and your unit is working properly, feel free to get rid of the packaging, or you can save it if you have space. The first thing to assemble is the base. You will need the following items: the 5 wheel legs, the 5-leg base, and the bag of tools. In the bag are a bolt, 2 washers, and a pressing plate. Lay the 5-leg base down like this. Take your legs and put them into their appropriate slots. The fittings are extremely tight, so you probably won't be able to push the legs all the way into their slots. That's okay though. We will take care of that in a moment. Put the rest of the legs into their slots. As you can see, the leg is not fully seated. In order to fully seat the legs, we will need to knock them with something. I'll be using a cutter, but you can use anything that allows you to knock the leg without hurting yourself. You can use a hammer, a block of wood, or something else hard and of the right size. Knock all of the legs until they are flush in their slots. This is what it looked like before, and this is what it should look like now. Now, take your 5-sided pressing plate. These lips on the plate go into these crevices of the legs. Place the plate face down into the leg crevices. Make sure it looks like this before moving on. Now, take the large bolts and put on the lock washer. The lock washer is the one with the split in it. Lock washers put tension on bolts, which helps to prevent bolts from loosening. Next, put on the regular washer. In a moment, we will be putting the bolt into the hole at the center of the pressing plate. This is how we will attach the height adjustment bar to the base. But for now, we can remove the bolt and washers and put them to the side. Now, grab your height adjustment bar and place it so that the thimble is on the bottom. This is where the bolt will be going. Grab your assembled base and place it on the height adjustment bar. The bar goes right into the base's center. Take your bolt and make sure the washers are still on it like this. Put the bolt through the hole at the center of the base pressing plate and start tightening by hand. Then take your spanner and tighten the bolt until it's snug. Make sure not to over tighten it. Now you can place the base on its wheels. Next, take the sliding bar. We will be putting it here. Loosen the tightening thimble on the top of the height adjustment bar. Place the sliding bar inside. Please note that there is a spring inside the height adjustment bar. This is there to help the user with raising and lowering the unit. When bringing the sliding bar down, make sure to hold on to it tightly and do not let go. If you let go, the sliding bar can fly out and potentially cause an injury. Put the tightening thimble back over the sliding bar and tighten the thimble. Now we will attach our steamer head to the sliding pole. Bring the steamer head and arm assembly to the sliding pole. It is all put together for you to make things simple. All you need to do is locate the bar under the steamer head and put it into the sliding bar. Make sure the steamer head is secure in the sliding bar before letting it go. Next, we will set up the water beaker. You will need the water beaker and the gasket. Place the gasket on the top of the beaker. The longer lip of the gasket goes around the outside of the beaker top. Once it is in place, run your finger along the top of the gasket to make sure it is sealed firmly on the top of the beaker. Once you've got the beaker ready, you can put it in its place on the bottom of the steamer head. Notice this lip on the bottom of the head. The outside of the beaker gasket goes inside the lip on the bottom of the head. Notice that it fits flush inside the lip. If your tray is not low enough, you can loosen it until it fits under the beaker. Once the tray is directly under the beaker, make sure the beaker is still properly seated. Then tighten the tray until it's snug. This is what it should look like. We recommend only using distilled water because there are little to no big particles in it. If you don't have distilled water, you can use regular water. If you use regular water, we recommend you clean the beaker more often. If you only use distilled water, you can clean the beaker once per week. If you use regular water, clean it every few days. Please refer to your manual for cleaning instructions. To add water, remove the top cover. Take out the small steel cup and herbs filter. When these are out, you decrease the chances of water splashing up and out of the hole. Pour in your water carefully, making sure not to spill on the top of the unit. Try not to spill, because if water gets into the unit from the top, damage can occur. If you spill, wipe up the water immediately. Make sure the water is above the minimum level, but below the maximum level. If it's below the minimum, add water. If it's above the maximum, remove the beaker and pour some water out. If you're going to use an herbs bag, place the herbs bag into the steel cup. Then place the steel cup into the herbs filter. Place them all back inside the steamer and close the top. Now grab the power cord supplied for your steamer. Plug it into the back of your steamer here. Then plug it into an appropriate wall outlet. The button under vapor is the steamer on and off button. Make sure the switch on the back of the steamer is on, otherwise the steamer will not turn on. Remember that O means off and the line means on. Now when you push the button, your steamer will turn on. By default, the energy level is at 0 and the timer gets set to 15 minutes. Make sure to turn the energy level to the maximum level of 5 when you want to get the water boiling. This makes the water boil quickest. After 6 or 7 minutes, the water should be boiling. You can set your desired energy level now. You can also set the timer. 15 minutes works well for most treatments. If you want to use the ozone feature, simply press the ozone button. This will make the steam much easier to see. Please note that even when the ozone is turned off, steam is still coming out. Ozone just makes it easier to see. You can rotate the head of the steamer arm around 360 degrees. It also articulates, giving you precise control. The whole arm articulates, so you can easily place the steamer wherever you want. That's all there is to assembling and using the Digital Katana Facial Steamer. Thank you for taking a few minutes to familiarize yourself with your unit. We know that you and your clients will love it.